part of the show that, today I promised my producer that I will not tear. So I will not tear. But that part of the show that's interesting, you drew one of the spotlight today. And the spotlight today, Uncle Brighty is brighting in the spotlight today. We are going to be talking about music that is eternal. Yebedin komwa fa eye enum bia, enum wa. Ye tie still now you go sutie. Auntie Helena Rhabbles is here. And, I just told her that I am so, Obi feel say, my career now have not reached, and then I'm reaching. And then I'm reaching. Well, feel say my career I'm reaching, and then I'm reaching because I am sitting next to a legend. I am sitting next to an icon. I'm sitting next to a role model. Me so me tie nyum ne sa, me ka chan Helena say, yeswa no na utie nyum a enyum ne kire wade. Aside say obedru school, teacher be kire wade, ana efie o maame o papa be kire wade no. Enyum na utie no, gospel na utie no so kire wo niama. And that is how come some music and other music, I must say, does the same. But anything enyum bi wo ho no mo a ebe wo ho afebo because usua de wo mu. And at the end of no, I was telling you today about truth. I said, you have your truth, I have my truth. Me jinahani a trust 6 9, mimi huno 6. So you have your truth and I have my truth. But no kraya back up and no kra woman say a number. Is a number. Yeah. So however you see it, no kraya back up, but how you see it and how I see it is quite different. But this morning we should all agree on one truth that Helena Rhabbles rubbled the whole town at a point in time. At a point in time, and that is how come I am so glad. That's Helena. And no better no sound. And then the most you, Mama miss you. No anointing be a good say, Mama sa. You are so welcome, and you look exactly the same.
Thank you.
How is that possible?
I'm short of words, you saying that today is your day, yeah. For all the mothers, today, me too, I reach. Mama, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Your aura alone, so sweet. Yo,
thank you so much.
Hey, guys at home, I'm first class. Be easy. When you spoke about numbers, the first thing that came in mind was when you recorded your first album, getting the first track. What was the thought process? Say, wait, never number one, because because the truth, it's all about numbers. I was thinking, can you take us back then when you were putting?
Okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be on air. I want to take this time to say hello to everyone watching me. I know you have been praying for me for years. Yeah. That is why I'm still here. Because leaving the scene for about 20-something years and coming back and then still being relevant, that means God has been good. Oh, yes. So we salute all of you, the producers, everybody, the crew that makes this show what it is. God bless all of you. And having me here, I am grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Yes, I don't want to waste this opportunity at all. Your question, let's come back to your question. I think those days, there was nothing like which track is going to be a hit. What started Helena, I've been singing since I was 6 years or, earlier than 6. Because Daddy loves music, Mommy loves music. We were all singing in the house. Mommy taught me on my first album there was a song that says, "In some nature, oh, baby my eriko, ovasika, yaleo, Jesus,
oh, ansane,
oh, no, baby, oh, kanziya, in some nature, oh, baby my eriko, it won't find in your Mommy taught me a lot of songs. And so we used to sing those songs at home. So growing up in the church, we kept singing till secondary school. Wherever we go, we started a new singing group. In secondary school, we had a singing group. And then we were known in the city, wherever, we were. People would know, this is Helena Men's. I was called Helena amends. So when I got married, I was still singing. Had the 3 kids, I was still singing. But 1991,
Sure.
91, 92, I was in Fountain of Life Church. And then over there, every Sunday I sing before the minister preaches. So I wanted to record an album. One day I said, oh, I've been singing for a long time, I want to record an album. And then the guys, Kwamina Bilson, said, I will be a new into the album or baby. I'm like, oh.
Hey, did you ever because
yeah, told you must not be anymore. So we came up with in Fountain of Life. One of our top men in the church is the first Reverend Frimpong Boateng.
Okay.
At Kolebu, he's the cardiothoracic man. So he said, I will sponsor you guys. So we came up with tickets. We said, oh, Christians don't have any fun. All they do is go to church, go to work, come home. So we want to give them some fun. So we started having concerts in the hotel. And we said some of them have never been to know 4 or 5 star hotels. So let's do this. So this is what we did. We started with not Golden Tulip. Novotel. Those days. So Novotel was the first hotel we did the program. And we sold tickets and people bought their tickets and came. But before that, I have had a woman in a dream. And so in the dream, I saw myself singing the song because the church at Achimota, Fountain of Life Church, which is sitting at Achimota right now, I saw it before it was built.
Wow.
Yes, we were in Kanda, one of the classrooms, and then we go to Achimota every Saturday to pray. There was a deliverance.
Yes.
Our church was purely a deliverance church. Reverend Nomanyo and Mama Betty were our pastors. And wherever they are, I want to salute them. It was just so wonderful. And so we go there Saturdays, and then Sunday we are at Kanda. So one of the dreams, I saw myself that we built a big cathedral at Achimota. And then in the vestry, I was praying when somebody came and said, Auntie Helena, it's your turn to sing. I said, me, sing. What song? Because the place was packed in my dream. So when I said that, I heard songs being sung, and this is how the song went. It said, Obey ye, then I came when we were in the studio. I know, right? So when I in the dream, he said, go and tell them they have a hope and a home. HOPE and HOME. I said, a hope and a home. Yes. Greater is he who lives in you than he that lives in the world. But they have a home. So the song sang for a long time. So when I woke up, I was on my knees on my bed, crying. My pillow was halfway wet, and my husband was sitting on the bed and said, Achonyuma. So he started singing the song.
Wow.
And I'm like, yes. So that was the beginning of Your Woman. Your Man was birthed in that way. So when I went to check the next day, they called me to sing. I opened my mouth and said, I had a dream. In the dream, I saw us, we have built a church, and all of them started screaming or shouting, wow. And I described the building, and that was,
And today the building is sitting.
It's sitting. Recently, Dr. Lawrence Sete did a convention over there. And when I was watching it, I said, God, I have to visit this place. Because I wasn't there when it was built. You know,
so that was the song.
That was the song, and Your Woman I've told God, I needed to do an album. So it was my big brother who brought me $1,000 because I gave $100 as a seed. They were raising a fund in the church, and once I sat there, the man said, build a memorial unto the Lord. And I'm like, hey, I wish I can. My husband had gone to London to have his master's degree in at least university in London. And I said, oh, I wish I had money to, be part of this. Then I heard, give me your $100. I look around. I sat up properly. Because we sing.
At that time.
93. I sat up properly and I just quickly said, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke you. This is not God. He is not a wicked God to take the only $100. That is, it was not part of my money. It was hidden somewhere for a raining day. I'm a teacher by, profession, and then a musician by calling. So that money was hidden somewhere so that in case, there's trouble, the kids, 3 children. So no. Then the man who was doing the fundraiser said, in my 17 years of ministry, I've never seen this before. Somebody is bargaining and rebuking the voice of the immediately said no properly. And I was sitting with the lady pastors because you sing, so we're always sitting in front. And then I'm like, So I held seriously, I was shaking, so I held my butt and I sat properly and I said, okay, 50 is not a bad deal at all. The man laughed and he said, what's going on in this room? People have stopped what they have to do with their fund, look for their money. Now everybody is listening to him talking about somebody who is doing this with the Lord. He said, hey, the person wants 50-50.
You were bargaining.
I was seriously. In fact, I don't know what was going on. All I knew was something that I've never seen before was going on in the room. So when I said that, I said, I don't think 50 is bad. Okay, let's do 90 and 10. I still wanted to keep a piece of the $100, because we live in Ghana, we don't do that. So we said, now it's 90 and 10. All of them said, hey! So tears started running down my cheek and I was shaking. Wow. So the lady sitting by me, I remember he just hit me and said, Mommy, are you okay? I said, yes, mother. Yes, mother. Yes. He said, So I just ignored and I said, no, I'll be obedient. I said that to myself, I'll be obedient. Then he said, now that you want to be obedient, build a memorial unto the Lord. Wow. And as I sat there, I didn't have any need. Like, I didn't know what to ask God, giving him $100. And I remembered, I said, my sister had gone blind. God opened my sister's eyes. She was in secondary form 3 in Takoradi, Fiji, when she had a problem, our last born. Then I said, I want to sing. I want to release an album. And when my album comes out, I want people to be blessed. I want the crippled to walk. I want the blind eye to see. I said so many things on the $100 that I didn't want to give. Now I have so many things to say. So I picked the paper and I wrote, I owe you $100. So I folded it and put it in the offering bowl. When that was, I felt that relief. I said, so you have taken my 100. I kept sitting there, look around and say, $100, what is God going to do? Okay. So I just threw it out. So when we closed, Pastor called me and said, I saw $100. What do you want God to do for you? I looked at him like this and I said, I won't tell you. That's all I said. I said, I won't tell you. He said, okay, whatever. So hold my hand. So he held my 2 hands, prayed with me and said, God, whatever she desires, visit her. So I said, thank you. 2 months later, my big brother in the U.S., I'm the third of 8 children. He's the second. Wow. So Brako just sent me $1,000.
And that was the start of the album. And on the album, you had the song that you saw in your dream over there. Now, that's the song that's the first one that you sing for me. I'm going to sing with you.
Was it track 1?
Was it track 1? I don't even know. I think it's track 1. Mine was track 1 because in the studio, we recorded with Zapp Mallet.
Okay.
When we were recording, when we finished, Zapp said, come. So I went in and said, listen to yourself. So the and came in because I didn't even realize that. So I said, I was singing because I was seriously under the influence of the Holy Ghost. We did the whole album. Those days you go and do the main thing and then they will come and play with your voice. So before you go there to do the final works, you have some hours to record whatever you want. But that day, of the 8 tracks, with our 8 tracks, we had medleys and all that. In 4.5 hours, I did the whole album.
Hey. Wow.
Zapp was shocked, yes.
Wow.
Zapp was very shocked. He said, you have broken the record. No one has ever. So he mentioned Amachi Dede, Daddy Lumba, and all of them. He said, none of these guys have ever done all the songs. So one day, I finished my main vocals on there.
So on that album had 8 tracks.
Yes.
I remember.
Yes.
And I can me who picture na that's right. Them tie no do on mo bia o so bia be ni go. E so bia be nti no Angela na beto nim no nam de no ahyase because who here no need to over who here but that's a wonderful tune that everybody needs to listen. So I tell you, if it's not much of a trouble, a friend is saying, Alex, Becca track 1, my track 1.
Okay. Okay. So yes, that's it.
Yes, that's it.
Ye woman, be wo emushiren fefe na debi ye behun Jesus. Oh, ye woman, be wo emushiren fefe na debi ye behun Jesus. Miss de obeyi ye na reho ye niso. No baby, but you know you know Ninara, yeah, woman, be wo, ni wo shire fefe, na debi ye be wo Jesus, Mr. De obeyi, ye na rewo, ni ye ni so, but you know you know Ninara, yeah, woman, be wo, na debi ye be wo Jesus, na debi ye be wo Jesus, name wo, na debi ye be wo Jesus, na debi ye be wo Jesus, na debi ye be wo Jesus. Like how I thought it would be. Oh, exciting.
Finally, someone has sung on the show.
Finally. I
first time. I had the papa.
Me wojejano.
Dema.
Me na not ewi moto pano.
Abronia.
Wonyina.
Pachunyo mami.
Wow.
Enyo. Minimum. Mama, some school was in the Gassins. I was in
Okay. Oh, but that's wonderful.
And now, Pamper, make a beer, and we be better. I was talking about obedience. Oh, my mention. Oh, yes. So when you said that, it just hit me so much. I had in me bompire the Uncle Pony Shira or friend and the grace and the message for me to be obedient from mom.
Amen. And you just said, I just want to say that when somebody openly says something to God, He hears it because He's everywhere.
Yes.
Whilst we are sitting, He is here with us. His presence is here. So whilst you have said that, He will grant you that obedience to do what you want to. Because the Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice. When they told Saul to go and kill everything, he decided to bring some, and Samuel came and said, "What have you done?" And that was when his kingdom was taken from him. So whenever we become obedient, something greater happens. And that was how Helena Rhabbles came out after being obedient to give $100 those days and to get $1,000. And to tell you the truth, when I got 1,000, I rolled on the floor in my room, shut myself in the room. And
you rolled on the floor?
Yes.
Wait,
Wait.
I would love that. I would love that to. I can see it in my mind's eye. And if it's put to action, that'd be very, very nice. Let me pick this call. Hello. Hello, Zapp. Hello. Good morning, Zapp Mallet. And that is Zapp Mallet for
you. I heard you been around for some time.
I knew you would run on the floor.
No.
like it.
God bless
you.
you.
Keep you on anyway.
Oh, I'm good. Oh, big brother, I'm good. I'm good. God bless
People
you.
just-
I don't know. Zapp Mallet was everything to me. I remember when we were doing volume 2. Satan don't fall for ground. We had a problem in the. I thank God you know the Lord, and I'm so excited you are the one who recorded with us. When we're doing Satan don't fall for ground, my husband had come from abroad and he said he didn't want the marriage again. And when we went to the studio that day, their system just blew. With nothing was wrong. It just went. I said, devil is really attacking everyone. Zapp said, oh yeah, all of you. Get out of here, go. Helena, go to the small room, go and worship the Lord. And he said, cry your heart out, say whatever you want to say to God. God bless you for what you did. And it brought everything.
I'm just the best. We are all just the best.
You are wonderful.
Yeah.
God bless you. I'm excited and I can hear your voice today.
I know.
I never
So
dreamt about this.
I'm very sure that now that Zapp knows that Helena is around, Helena will go and see Zapp, and then
Certainly.
they can do some magic for us once again. You know, the bakokra. Oh yes. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Thank
Zapp,
you.
God bless you.
Incidentally, do you know where you are sitting? You are just right behind my studio.
Seriously.
Hey, yes.
Yes, I'm just on the Aliu Mama Road.
Oh, and you're actually home. Maybe I'm going to go back home.
Martin.
Me do back home.
I'm just on the Aliu Mama Road.
Yo, Zapp, me the neighbor.
I'm so close by.
Me the neighbor, papa. Me the neighbor, papa. Me the papa. Thank you so much, Zapp. It's wonderful that we got you just the right time, you know, for Helena.
History is about to be made
And
again.
Helena, you're still looking the
Yes.
same. You haven't changed.
Yes.
That Friday, I'm turning 60.
Wow.
I
Friday.
mean, yes, 60.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm inviting you for
Wow.
everything that is about to happen from Friday. I brought some invitation for you guys.
So where's the party at? Where's the party at?
It's going to be behind American House. There is a school called Princess Diana School on that very Ajiga. That's Ajiga. No? So that's the
Yeah, I live around there. I live around there actually. That's my residence around there.
Uncle
So
Zapp.
that's so close to me now. You see, even you are in the city studio, you are close
So
to my studio.
Princess Diana Memorial School on that very lane. Princess Diana is on the left. When you go forward the left, it's a blue gate. That's the only blue gate in the area.
I'm not going to make it for anything.
No, you will
Don't
not.
worry.
Since
Don't worry about it.
we have to talk and then, you know.
Certainly.
She says she's bringing me, so I'll bring you an invitation.
Yes.
I have an invitation in my bag.
I'll bring her to the studio right after the show. Thank you so much, Zapp. Thank you so much. And let me
My
just
day
put
is
this.
made.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let me
day is
just
made.
put this across. Yeah, so Friday. Yendi kanka. Happy birthday in advance
In
to Aunt
advance.
Helena.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank you.
was it because of Friday in Pacho? One more location and just we invite her and my wife.
Sunday, you
Again,
know, open
I
to all.
viral. Idiot. Pacho Sunday open to a Friday. Ni yabushi kwa misra. The way I get Blue Gate. Yeah, I started market a location GPS. Yes, no. And no, you buy invite. Remember crowd. What do you say? But anyway, I am so glad that we were able to get Zapp Mallet into you know some magic very soon. Magic be by science. Some magic na mo yeah no 90s ni mu hono mo san ye ma ye 20s ni mu ha say, you know, this is good in it. I mean, it's a good surprise,
Yes,
right?
big
Yes,
one.
when you
This
said
is
they had you rolling, you know, I'm like, okay, let us roll again. And, you know, let's make something memorable. At least we'll be free Max Mornings, we'll be free Max TV. So no, something should remind you to come back here again.
Seriously.
You know,
This is too
yes,
big.
yes, it should come back here again. Now,
thank you so
now after so many years, 20, is it? 20 years.
Yeah, 27. The first album was done 27 years
27 years ago. And, you know, at least, you know, you went a bit, you know, of the great Kakrabe. My fans say be at 20 years now. Back, you know, to do music. Is there another calling? Is there something knocking on your door? Because you see, there be a come say a new one kasane yewo bebre, but whatever a new tie bianos, there has to be an edge. Yeah. There has to be something that's pushing you to like, look, there's a message I need to put out there. What is happening now?
Okay, thank you so much. Back in the U.S., I took the kids there. It was later when I came for them. And all I was doing, like I said, I'm a teacher by calling, so I was teaching and still singing. In the U.S., I traveled for the 21 years that I lived there. I traveled to 33 states. Ministry.
Wow.
I did more ministry than anything. So, people go to America, they do so much work, nurses and all that. But I did it because one time I was in a living job, and then I heard the Holy Ghost say, "You're waiting, I'm over." I'm like, no. You see, if you don't work, you don't eat. I'm working. Then the Holy Ghost said, traveling, going here and there, is that not work? I'm like, well, they God bless you. It's, it's all Christian churches. They don't, so I have to do something. My children are at home. I have to. But the Lord called 2 different ministers, one from Ghana and then American called and said, Mami, then I will wabucha. Na misi when you shrawi. I'm like, oh, me Adjoa na me so me ye Adjoa ti so be ye Adjoa. I say, the minimum san nyameka. So I said, okay, one hour kasa baby you made it. That very next day, your friend from the office, they don't know how, but they said, it is time for you to go home. We'll call you later. Nyami medi fi Adjoa because they say, so no one work can some okay you medi, and he did. So when I packed my things from my living job and went home, I was okay, my baby witness.
Yes.
And the Lord, it was like the next day or 2, I started having calls. Imana, Oshahina, Yashasha, one am my phone number, and no one call me. No, we have before fronting, I mean, no attention. Weekends, you're for programmer, as like I saw call Wednesday or Thursday. A human now we just after Friday.
And I'll be
Saturday, no, and yeah, you show one about minister throughout a year. Went to me, and that was how the Lord got my attention. So I just said, okay. So it was like everywhere, because I stayed in Canada for 1 year, the year 1999, 2000. So the millennium met me in Canada. So I recorded in his presence, Nyami, oh Nyami. I recorded that in Canada, and I brought it to Father Dixon, and then I went back. So I settled in New York, 2001. That was when, so music all over the place was, so after doing it, being a foster mom and all that in the U.S., I have seen so much. But whilst in the course of the ministry, the Lord said one time, I want you to raise daughters to sing and dance before me. I'm like,
wow. Daughters to sing and dance before you.
So I said, but we've been singing and dancing. I said, start from 5 years. So I asked the Lord, 5 years? No. I start from 12. Me and my things again. So I went for a program where I met Sonny Badu Dems in Seattle, Washington. And then whilst we were sitting, a lady hit me and said, Mommy, I don't know you. I stand at the back there. Papa God say, make I come talk. You say, start from 5. And I said, what is 5? He said, go and tell her she will understand. So when she said, right away, tears started, flowing through my eyes. I'm like, 5 years. I said, thank you. He said, the woman looked at me. She saw the tears. He said, Mama, I beg you, did I say something wrong? I said, no, Mama, thank you. So she left, and whilst we were sitting, I was like, God, 5 years. So when I went home, because when I closed, I wanted to say thank you to the woman. She was nowhere to be found. And I described it, said, we have not. I said, was that an angel? So I just brushed it. When I went home, I was sobbing, and I said, Wi-Fi. And the Holy Ghost said, catch them when they are young. And I said, why is not 6, 7? He said, 5 years is an innocent age.
Yes, 6 o'clock now they go school. We're class morning. So
that is where the Lord said, raise daughters to sing before me. And then he said, feed my people. When I went to Italy to minister, the Lord said, I have called you to comfort my people. And I said, me, how much have you comforted me to go and comfort somebody else?
I like the conversations that goes on between you and God.
I love, because I love to ask. One day he said, no more questions, because I used to. And then, why did I? So I just kept quiet. Because when he said, comforting my people, and I said, how much have you come? He said, I have comforted you on all sides. So he said, work with battered women.
Oh.
Raise daughters to sing, and then feed them. So when I came back to Ghana, I came with that, passion to look at the daughters from 5 years, and then work with battered women, and then the feeding program became wherever I go. People, Mami Helena, you say mo fetwa hu bi woman won aduane, enu na Ewurade frɛ say ye pa na mzi yo mate. So on Thursday, I'm going to one of the orphanages in Fafra, Adenta area to, that is on Thursday, which is tomorrow.
Yes, which is tomorrow.
Yes. I'm going to, give them some logistics and some
that
shoes.
Is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then about the gratitude experience, that's happening on Sunday, like we said. I know your after party, sister yes after party.
Yes.
What is it about? We can see that Pustani, you have a lot going on, and that's opposite Radio Gold, Believers on Fire Ministries. Opposite Radio Gold. Now tell us a little bit about that 60 years, gratitude experience.
When I, go back in memory lane, the Lord has done too much. 60 years at this time. The Lord told me, have reduced your years 10 years backwards. When I turned 35, that was when the Lord told me. And then Sophie Sudanaba worked with me at Sunyani. They were opening Sunyani branch those days. That was 90-something. And then when I went to the program, he said, Heli, the Lord is saying, I should tell you, he has reduced your years 10 years backwards because you stood before him faithfully. I said, Papa God, thank you.
The reason you look so young.
That is what it is.
You see, finally I got
it. Now we know. That's
now
the
we
reason.
know. We will go and serve.
Now, maybe I said
We'll go and serve obediently. Obediently for us to get that grace. Yes, we'll go and serve obediently.
When I look at all that God has done, the way he's taking care of the children, living in America as a single mom, all those things, God has been good. And even entering the fostering department in America, taking care of children whose parents, America and their, yes. And so when I look at all that, and 60 years, I said, every time you hear this one died, and then we come and talk about the person, I said, no, let's go and say thank you to Jesus. After Friday, was Friday, which is the birthday, is the day I was born, 26th. So it's all white, and so I'm asking all my pastor friends that I've served with those days to come and pray. And then it's like, after 60, what next? What we want to do, want to commit it into the hands of God. That since he said we should do it, we are here to do it.
Yes.
And then the Saturday, we have some dinner sitting, and then...
So that is all white.
All white.
And I can see them. I can see Emmy Newman. I can see Cindy Thompson.
Yes.
I can see Dinah Hobson.
Yes.
I can see Mary Ganza. I can see Stella Abbas.
Yes.
And Stella Numintimin told her.
The Nightingale. I call her
Yes.
the Nightingale.
Stella Seal. I can see Benny Sansam. I can see
this one is Dinah Hammond.
Yes, Hannah
And then that
Marfo.
is Hannah Marfo.
Wow.
This is Dinah Hammond, and then the one in the green is called Adezeme.
You know what,
Yes,
baby? This is going to be explosive. Seeing all these amazing women coming together.
Yes.
To
some of our
sing.
men may come because they said they will be there on Friday, but the Sunday they are not sure. So I decided to, yes. So
That is good. It's really-
Ni okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
will be there. He said he'll be there on Friday. My brother Kofi Chief also says we'll be there on Friday. Yes. So
And we will also be there.
Hey, thank you.
You'll be
also be
obedient to
there.
the call.
And we'll also be there. It's going to be a real experience. Is it open to everybody to come?
Yes. It's open to everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah. Sunday is open to everybody.
Believers on fire.
On fire, yeah.
Ministries that war. Radio Gold.
Radio Gold opposite. Yeah.
Opposite. I'm sorry.
Radio
Opposite. Radio Gold opposite.
Yeah.
Bomodiana also bra. Come and
The
experience.
lady over, she's my big sister. I call her big sister.
Okay.
Yeah, Bishop Lauren Lai. Yeah.
So that's going to be happening there. But who's that? Who's that? To your man be or ya contract. And no, also those times, you're fine, you're quite your person, one day, no pencil, now they are cassette.
You know what I feel right now? I feel like Zapp Mallet is going through his
looking for Helena.
track 1, track 2, track 3. Zapp Mallet, track 3.
Track 3, Satan, I hate your name.
That is volume 2.
Volume 2, track 3. I want to hear no never to say, baby, I
all right.
I track 3. So maybe one day,
I hope Zapp is on his feet in his home right now.
So, and then you're forward to track 3.
Satan, don't fall for ground, no.
Macha,
Hey, don't fall for gutter.
macha,
Babiee, don't fall for the choke. Satan, I hate your name. I say, Satan, and you be troublemaker. Now, Jesus, he go face you now. Listen, with the one blow,
will settle that.
Man, they tell them, now you they
cause some
abortions.
Now you they cause some.
I'm a robbery.
Now you they cause some.
Satan, I hate you. I don't like your name. Now, Jesus, don't beat you 2,000 years ago. Devil, listen, he don't beat you again. No, hey, don't fall for gutter. I mean, don't fall for the choke. People, they ask me, say,
Hey,
now waiting they make you fine.
I just they told them say, now Jesus they make me fine. I dey fine, I dey fine, I dey fine. Hey, I dey fine, I dey fine, fine, fine. I just they tell them say, Jesus they make me fine.
So wonders.
Jesus they do.
So wonders.
Jesus they do.
So wonders.
Hey, Jesus they do.
So wonders.
Jesus they do.
Oh, he butter my bread and he sugar my cocoa. So wonders.
Jesus they do.
He butter my bread and he sugar my cocoa. So wonders.
Jesus they do.
He gave me califi to put my cocoa. So wonders.
Jesus they do.
Oh, Sammy, say, one number. Oh, Tago. Oh, Gugunebi. Oh, Bajameje. The vocalist are sang.
Beautiful. That's a wonderful experience. And this and more is what you're going to be experiencing on Sunday if you join Helena Rhabbles Ministries with all the wonderful musicians in Ninara, Believers on Fire Ministry, your opposite Radio Gold. That is Sunday. About your time near day. 4 p.m. sharp. 4 p.m. sharp. Let's just say, hey, I started. And go and be blessed. Go and be blessed. If you listen to Auntie Helena's story, Utimi will say, it's been a ministry, it's been a journey. And I know Sawokwa.
That's the title of the team.
Oh yeah?
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey. You see? So go and get your journey to started.
Wow.
Go and begin a certain journey that would give you blessings, that would direct you. I pray that as Auntie Helena is here, Nyankopon emfa no so na omaye ntenene. I don't know here. Ye tenene a ye kwan bia bibia be ye bia no kwan bia be fa so bia no. Ebeda hodin, and then the end would be glorious. Thank you so much, Auntie Helena. You have been a blessing to us this morning, and I know our viewers have enjoyed your coming here, and they are all going to meet you up on Sunday. Sunday. Thank you so much.
I see your stress has been defeated.
Thank you.
One time for your mind.
As well. All right, so coming up next is Kojo Shoes. Let's go talk something.